So today I chose the squat to go over because I think it's the most understated functional movement and most misunderstood. It's CrossFit, so we're all about functional movement, and squatting is by far one of the most functional movements you can learn how to do. So with that being said, a couple key points to the squat. Your hips are the first things to move. So hips back and down, the rep in the bottom of the squat, your knees and your hips need to be in line. And the end of the squat is when my hips and my knees are fully extended. So a couple common flaws in the squat is that the hips are not the first things to move. So if you watch, that would look like the knees bending first and then the hips coming back. What that can do is, one, it exposes your knee to potential injury. But then number two, you're not going to be able to be as powerful because your knees aren't made to carry the load that your hips and glutes are. So another common flaw can be in the bottom of the squat. So your knees are going first, flaw number one. Your hips are coming back. And because the line of movement is different, your knees or your heels are going to come off the floor. Again, putting undue pressure on your knees. My cue for that would be heels on the ground, chest upright, and push your knees out to come to a full hip and knee extension. So that was two flaws. That was your knees bending first and then coming up on your heels in the bottom of the squat. Another common flaw, number three, would be your chest drooping at the bottom. And what I would say to that is squeeze your shoulder blades together, knees out, and push up. Always want to lead with the bar when you're coming out of the bottom of the squat. So those are probably the three most common flaws that I tend to see. Squats are incredibly functional. We do them in the kitchen. We do them when we're picking up the babies. We do them like right now. When I'm trying to get him not to play with the cord, I'm squatting. Pick up the baby. Full hip and knee extension, then we got a full squat. But we do this every day, and oftentimes people don't do it correctly, and then that can expose them to knee injuries, back injuries, all that kind of stuff. So we